Hi folks, I'm Chris Vallillo from Orphan Instruments, and today I have a late 30s to early 40s K-36 mahogany archtop guitar to share with you. These are classic guitars. It's a laminated mahogany top, back, and sides. It's a full-size archtop body, and this particular instrument came to me in largely intact condition. All of the parts were there, with the exception of the buttons missing on the tuners, and an end pin, which I replaced with a new ebony end pin. It needed a neck reset. The tuners were rusted. All of the metal parts were rusted and needed to be buffed out and cleaned up. But the biggest issue was the finish. This guitar had a lot of finish damage where it had been probably exposed to temperature changes, lots of checking, and a lot of open cracks in the finish itself, not into the wood. So I spent most of my time on that. I first resealed anything that was loose using lacquer thinner and denatured alcohol. And then I did a very light sanding to remove any of the damaged material, increasing up in grits to the point where it was up into the thousands. And then I buffed it all out and then did a hand-rubbed French polish very lightly over the entire instrument to seal anything that had been remained open and to restore the luster and shine of the instrument. So there's a couple of things to point out on this that are really striking. Of course, there is the K logo on the headstock. The original Kluson Deluxe tuners, along with a California label, this was apparently sold at one time, I believe in LA, has a D-profile neck, but take a look at that Brazilian rosewood fingerboard. That is a thing of beauty, I'll tell you what. Just a gorgeous fingerboard. The frets, of course, are all original and got a level crown and polish routine. I did have to replace the original bone nut because I came to find that it was incorrectly cut and didn't play correctly. So we have a new bone nut on here, the original Brazilian rosewood bridge. Let me give you a little taste of what it sounds like. Now here's some fingerstyle playing. The action is set very low. It's exactly to Martin specs. 3/30 seconds at the 12th fret on the low E string, 2/30 seconds at the 12th fret on the high E string. And it has a really nice punchy kind of a sound, typical of an archtop of this era. This guitar is currently for sale on reverb.com, and you can find it by going to reverb.com and typing in the words Orphan Instruments into the search bar. It'll bring up all of my current listings. Now, you can also see more of the work I do at my website, orphaninstruments.com, but to be perfectly honest, these sell so quickly that I rarely get a chance to list them on both sites. I'm asking $725 for the guitar and the hard shell case. I will also sell it for $675 without the case if anyone prefers. So once again, it's a beautiful 1930s to 1940s vintage K archtop guitar. And if you have someone special on your Christmas list that might be looking for something like this, check it out. All right, we'll see you down the road.